solve the inequality, 3 over 2 minus x is greater than x over 2 plus x. The first thing we'll do here is get this to 0. Let's compare to 0. So let me subtract the x over 2 plus x from both sides. So then that would give me 3 over 2 minus x over 2 plus x is greater than 0. Now, what we want to do here is on the left-hand side, let's get that to a single fraction. So I'm going to need to build up these fractions so that they have a common denominator. I have a factor of 2 minus x and a factor of 2 plus x. So I need to build in on the first fraction a 2 plus x in both the denominator and numerator, and I need to build in a 2 minus x into the denominator and numerator of the second fraction. So now I have a common denominator and I can subtract the fractions. I have 3 times 2 plus x, subtract x by 2 minus x, all over 2 minus x, 2 plus x is greater than 0. And now I'll simplify the numerator. That would be 6 plus 3x minus 2x plus x squared over 2 minus x, 2 plus x is greater than 0. And let's simplify it further. X squared plus x plus 6 over 2 minus x, 2 plus x is greater than 0. So now, if we think of this as our f of x, we know that it is undefined at x equals negative 2 and x equals positive 2, because either of those makes the denominator 0. We might want to know if the function can ever equal 0. And so we check the numerator. Can x squared plus x plus 6 equal 0? Well, notice that that's quadratic. It doesn't factor. Let's check the discriminant. The discriminant would be b squared, so that's 1 squared, minus 4 by 1 by 6. And notice that that's less than 0, so that implies that there's no real solutions. So what that all tells us is, if we're going to do that sign chart, we have only two important values at negative 2 and positive 2, as those would be vertical asymptotes for the curve, for the sketch of f of x. So now we run through our test for the sign chart here. So how about we choose negative 3, and I'm comparing, right, I'm using that in my sign chart. If I choose negative 3, that would give me 9 minus 3 plus 6, and so that would be a positive number. And let's see, I'd have 2 minus negative 3, 2 plus negative 3. So that would give me a positive divided by a positive times a negative. And so that's a negative. Choosing 0, that would give me 6 over positive, positive. So this is a positive. And choosing a number greater than 2, say 3, that would give me a positive divided by a 2 minus 3, that's a negative. 2 plus 3 is a positive, and so that would give me a negative. So we wanted to solve where is, since we transformed the inequality to the simpler form that we've been working with, we see that it's greater than 0 only on the interval between negative 2 and 2. So therefore the solution of this inequality would be negative 2 to 2.